Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of our new town, where we are going to try and build as big a town as we can and get some of those achievements related to high population. There's several other ones that I'm missing regarding stone, so we're going to try and pick those up as well. If you didn't see last episode, you should go and start there. This is episode 2, so episode 1 will be available on my channel and playlist, so check that out first. We had a little bit of a rough start, and we're not out of the woods yet. Our food is still very low. I feel like I built too spread out for the beginning of the game. Like, we started here, here's our cart. And I moved the food and forestry down here where it had some space to grow because I wanted to build my town here. I probably should have started my food and forestry over here, and then as the town grows this way, then we just move those buildings to down here. That's what I would do differently. Now we've got a good amount of food buildings. We've got 3 hunters' cabins, 3 gatherers' huts. We just don't have the people to work them. We've got 1 person in each one. I typically like to have at least 2 people in each one. But we don't have. If we did that, we would be using our entire labor force, and then we wouldn't get anything done. Okay, it's autumn. We're up to in the 400s of food. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Thankfully, our population isn't very high. We do need more logs. So I'm going to queue up the harvesting of some more trees. Try and keep it close to town here, so the travel time will be low. Remove resources. Does that mean that they'll come and harvest this food stuff too? Or do they just delete it? I actually don't know. Because if they'll pick this stuff up and add it to the storage as food, then that would be awesome. Alright, we need to get a tailor going sometime soon, because we need to get... We've got a bit of textiles, so why don't we go ahead and do that? We're going to build another house, and we're going to unlock the tailor. We could do diagonal bridges. Oh, we've got one, so I'm not gonna do that. What's this? Another gatherer's hut. May not use that one. I don't know. I feel like this would be a much better area. There's some more hunters and forestry. Eventually put some fishing down here. Where's our fuel? 600. I'm gonna drop it down to 500. I think we're doing okay with that, and that way that person can go and do more productive things. I'm gonna queue up some of this stone, get it out of here, so we can get more forest. Alright, so our house went up quick. We need to set a tailor. There we go. Alright, I don't like the placement of that, and unfortunately this isn't Farthest Frontier where I can have the building moved. The only way to do it in this game is to destroy it and rebuild it. I'm not going to do that, so we're just going to have to live with it. What are we doing? So when you get teenagers, then your housing is in a good spot. That's what you want to see is around this age range to start families. If you build any more houses, then it means like that you don't have the young people to move in and start families. So they'll just sit there vacant and you're wasting your resources. So we're in a good spot for homes now. So I built that one this year, and I probably won't build another one until next year. We're starting to get clothes, but that means our textiles are going to go down. We need to get the trading post up so we can try and get animals. But ooh, wow, look at all of this space. Holy smokes. The thing is everything in this game is barter. There's no currency. So I have to have resources that I can trade. And right now we have nothing. We barely survived year 5. The end of the last episode, we started getting some starvation deaths because we didn't have enough food. I'm gonna do a little bit of planning. Pause the game real quick so that they don't rush to bring resources over here. That's probably good. We'll just do the one bridge. Town hall is here. I think I'm gonna set this up for big forestry and food. I mean, this will probably become I actually really like that. This will become like farmland and maybe animal husbandry, but since we don't have those things, I'm going to set it up with what we do have. We got a forester, second forester. Oh, there's a hill here. That's a bummer. Where did I put that thing? That's the other thing, is when you plop these down, you can't see them. Where did I put it? Priority, there it is. Okay, so I guess we'll just do those two. We can do more over this way later. Still hitting that tab to rotate buildings. That's not how it works in this game. It's overlapping too much. I'll just do the one. How expensive is this bridge? Oh, it's not bad. Only 13 stone. 52 logs, so that's quite a bit. That's almost half of what we have. Oh, whoops. What's this? Not that anybody can get over there, but... Reserve of food is low. That's not good. It's almost winter. This one. So they should just move everything over to here, I think. Or they'll put it in the cart where it doesn't belong. Alright, winter time, and we had a spike in food, so that's good. Just realized this bit of a hill here. I wonder if we'll be able to build on it. Looks like it's okay. Stone, 40 iron. I'm gonna unpause that so that we can start building that bridge. What are we doing? Do we have young people? 20 years old. So yeah, let's put another house in. This hunter's cabin is really far away. Okay, now that we've got a little bit more people, I'm gonna add to our food. We are growing, we have been surviving, but when your population creeps upward and you don't adjust the levels of your workers to bring resources in, such as food, and all of a sudden you start eating through what you thought you had a surplus of. And that's what I was saying in the last episode about paying attention to the levels of your stuff. It's very easy in this game for things to turn for the worst in a hurry. So our laborers jumped on that pretty quick. Means that they don't have a whole lot of other things to do that they were working on. Alright, bridge is done. Let's go Forester Lodge, Hunter Lodge. I'm pretty much trying to, stack this early game using the hunters, relying on the hunters, the gatherers, and then we'll phase them out later. Like I said, adding fishermen, that's a separate unit that you apply people to. And right now I would like to just fill out the buildings we have, the hunters and gatherers buildings. eventually we will want to put our mines down. I think there's some mining achievements. Let's take a look. So population of 600, population of 900, population of 300 citizens without building schools. I don't think we'll be going for that one. I will be building schools. We don't have the right map for mountain men. Tombstone. With a town this big, we could probably do that. We'll have enough people dying. We are going to build the trading post, so we're not going to be going for that one. Without building crops, orchards, or pastures. We are going to build those, so we won't be getting that one. We may reach that point by the end. We'll see. I'll probably go ahead and build some wells to try and get that one. That one's pretty easy. Alright, so here we go. Maintain 2 mines with 30 workers each for 3 years. So you got to keep 30 workers in each one. So that's 60 people. We don't have anywhere near that amount of people to dedicate to mining operations or stone quarrying operations. So that's why we're going to wait for later when we have the population to do it. And while you're using those many workers, you can probably get these two at the same time. Stone from quarries, iron from mines. 2,000 stone paved roads. We'll go for that one too. Built from stone, build a town with 100 stone houses. We'll be trying to do that. Build a town with 3 churches, 5 boarding houses, 4 markets, 5 hospitals, 2 trading posts, 6 taverns, and a town hall. Well, depending on how things go, with our population boom, might try and get that one. Build a population that has, build a town that has a population of 500 after 200 years. Okay, we might be able to do that one too. Build a town that has a population of 500 after 200 years. So does that mean when you hit the 200-year mark, you need to have 500 people? That's what I'm thinking. With as slow as we're going, who knows if we'll get there, but we'll try and focus on growing our town once we get established. Like, we're starting to see our food numbers go up. That's good. That means that we can focus on other important things. 1322, so like they're still ready to grow. But remember, we don't want to go too fast. We don't want to grow too fast. Because we don't want that boom of deaths in 10 years. But I am going to go ahead and grow now a little bit. We're going to try and trickle these houses in. Should build some more houses down here because these people just have an insane amount of travel time. Don't need to have roads in here. I would like to just keeping an eye on our levels here, and you know, we're good on clothes. We might actually want to make the clothes less because we have so few people, and I don't want to burn through our textiles. Our animal hides. I'm going to go ahead and lower the tools as well. Although we could use the extra tools and hides to sell to the trader. I don't know if I'm ready to build that. Normally I try and build that right away because I think it's one of the most fun aspects of the game. Especially playing on hard where you don't get any seeds to start with. So you have to wait for the trader to bring seeds, and then you have to have enough goods and resources to trade with the trader to get them. I find that to be very fun, waiting to see what trader will bring and if it's the thing you want or not. But this time around, like, I'm just getting this up and running. I kind of I want to wait a little bit to get the crops going. I mean, it might make us grow a little bit slower, maybe. We'll see. And if it gets to the point where it is going too slow, then I'll speed things up. But I'd kind of like to just get like a really strong early game. And I feel like we're on our way. Like our food is doing good now. We've got a lot of food sources. We just need more people to work in those buildings. Got 2 gatherers here. But then that means the other 3 just have 1. So I could use 2 more gatherers. That one's got 2 of 3, 1 of 3, 1 of 3. So I'd still like to assign some more people to to those places. We could build fishermen, but again, you know, people. We're lacking people. We could go ahead and put the school in. We don't have a lot of children, so this is a really good time to get school started. It means that it's going to be slower to get laborers, but I think we're in an okay spot. This way we can have educated people that won't die working in mines and whatnot. I actually don't know if the school really helps us grow. I think the school just helps like people working in mines don't make mistakes and die from falling rocks and stuff like that. I mean, it still does happen, but not as often when you have educated workers. I don't know, I'll have to read up on that, like what education does to help you. And if it's not going to be helpful for what we're trying to accomplish in this map, then I will get rid of it. Could also put an herbalist down. That'll help us get medicine, which we don't have any of. Kind of takes the place of a gatherer, though, I feel. There's a hill here where you can't build. That's a bummer. I think this up here would be a really good spot for it. But we're gonna want to build that bridge. It's almost winter time. I don't want people traveling far away to build things. Let's put in a road so that these people can travel really fast. Also gonna put down a stockpile for them. Store logs. And I'm gonna build a house. So they have a place to live out here. And then it'll just become a farmhouse later. And we build farms. Eventually, I do want to destroy that cart. It wouldn't be a bad idea to build a barn out here. We're gonna need it anyway for when this is farmland. Right now, it'll just be used for hides from the hunter, so I might just plop it down and not build it. We'll build it later. So you don't really need to build barns within the radius of a marketplace because they sort of serve the same purpose as a storage that people can go to get things that they need. This one's okay because it's outside of that market. We won't need a barn over here once this marketplace goes in. I could start building stone houses and you wouldn't need to use as much firewood. But it's going to cost us a lot of stone. But we're kind of going for stone anyways, right? One thing I don't like about this game that they do is you can upgrade the homes to stone, which is fantastic, but it kicks the entire family out in order to do it. Like, all these people get kicked out to the street and become homeless, so you have to have a place for them to go. Speaking of, where the heck is it? Boarding house. There it is. Definitely something that we don't need yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, put it down. 100 logs, we don't even have enough, so we still need to work on our logs. I need to clear out this area to help that along. 2 of 4. For forestry, I like to have 3 out of 4 on every one, so we're maybe I'll go ahead and add a couple people here just because our numbers are low. Our food numbers are doing okay, so for now I'm not gonna add any more people to food. I'm gonna let our labor force grow before assigning more people. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to get a lot of stone annually I think I might just go straight into building some of the stone houses. Really, the stone is the only downside. Actually, I think you spend more resources to upgrade versus just building the stone house outright. Yeah, because you've used the resources to build the house, and then it's the exact same resources to upgrade. Is that right? 24, 40, and 10. 24, 40, and 10. Yeah, so the resources you used to build the wood house do not go towards the stone house, which is a bummer. So I'm gonna just try and build stone houses outright then, I think. It's gonna cost a lot of stone to do it this way, but we're going for stone achievements anyways, so we need to just eat up this stone that's on the ground, and then when it starts getting low, we'll start building quarries. I've done that before. Yeah, let's get all this. We want it out of here anyways, so that more forest can grow. Same with over here. Right. Might not have enough stockpiles for all that stone. Alright, that should keep them busy for a little bit, even though I don't really want them wandering far from home in winter. That house is already up. What do we got? Who moved in? 17-year-old. I don't think the stone houses look as good out here in the wilderness, so I'm not gonna use them out there, not for now. We'll just do stone houses in town. I'm gonna go ahead and build this bridge. Are we in year 10? Yes, we are. Damn. So like I said last episode, your citizens in this game live for 10 years. So that means when you get to year 10, which is where we are at, then all your initial citizens that you started the game with, if they've managed to survive this long, will start dying of old age. And we have our first one. That's a problem. I was just starting to feel like things were going well for us. It's a problem because we don't have a lot of laborers. And when people start dying, the laborers fill their spot in the workforce. And it means less laborers, which means less things getting done. So then you gotta pull people out of professions. So now we have to pay attention to population even closer. Or housing, I mean. Because we're gonna start getting old people that are living here like by themselves. taking up a house for one person. And then sometimes that person may die and then that house becomes vacant, and then a new young family can move in, start a family without you having to build a new home. So then you don't want to be building too many homes. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. Our food's still doing good. I really want to start making the trading post. But I'm gonna wait. Okay, so that got built. Jeez, it's already early summer. We want to get this herbalist down. That should help our health. So let's get that built. Not super excited about it, but... if that road's gonna go there... redesign this a little bit. Same with you. The church up close to the road. This way we should be able to make the graveyard bigger. Yeah, let's just do the whole thing. 44 stone, that's quite a bit. And then town hall be more central. That. We keep using all the farthest frontier hotkeys. Okay. Oh, let's not forget to pause. To build a town hall, that helps us get nomads, which could be helpful early. It's 124 stone. Which is a lot. Well, I said I wanted to postpone the trading post, even though I don't want to. We'll build the town hall instead. I'm gonna let this get established a bit more. We'd also build this extra forester's lodge, but we're back to not having the people to work it, so... See, I could delete this one and build that other one instead, because... you know, this is getting cut off by mountain and river. Whereas this one is pretty fully operational. Room for an additional one. Build another storage barn and we'll get rid of that cart. This is where everybody's houses are. I'm going to keep it out this way. us to build wells. Wells are 3 by 3. Now I've got disasters turned off, so we don't get fires, which is what the wells are for. So this will be purely aesthetic, and allow us to get that achievement for placing 20 wells. Okay, we'll just have to wait for them to clear those roads. We can plop it in. How's this coming along? It's not really. Of 14. Total number of jobs available. I think because there's so much to build right now that we could have up to 14 builders, but we only have 2. Maybe just to make things that much easier, we'll add an additional one. Builders too, if they don't have anything to work on, they will just do the job of a laborer. Okay, so we got our herbalist up. That will start getting us some medicine, which should have help our health. And I think things are going pretty well. So I think we're gonna put a stop in here for this episode. So for next time, I think we'll try and get this town hall up. Looks like all we gotta do is build on the cemetery. The resources have already been allocated. I think phase 1 is going pretty well now. And so we'll see about moving forward in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series and you like seeing these Banished videos, please subscribe. And let me know in the comments that you like seeing Banished, or if there's a different game that you'd like to see instead in the same genre. I'm curious what kind of stuff you guys like. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye.